Good day, everyone. Hello. I would like to introduce myself. I am Teacher Madison, and today is a special day because we will have a storytelling. Yay! Are you excited? Well, what are you waiting for, kids? Let's go and read with me. And here's the story of the day. The Color of Home by Mary Hoffman. Now let's begin. We have a new boy joining us in school today, said Miss Kelly. His name is Hassan and he's from Somalia. I want you to make him feel at home. But the classroom didn't feel like home to Hassan at all. In his real home, he had lessons outside from early in the morning until the sun got too hot at midday. Here, he had to stay indoors except at recess, when he shivered outside on the damp playground. The children were friendly. They smiled at Hassan, and one of the boys kicked a soccer ball towards him. But he didn't understand anything that anyone said. Only his name and hello and bathroom. It was tiring remembering even a few English words. After lunch, Hassan didn't eat because he didn't know what it was. Miss Kelly gave all the children big sheets of paper and pinned them to easels. She gave Hassan paintbrushes and a jar of water and showed him where all the colors were. He understood from her smiles and movements that she wanted him to paint a picture, but he had never done such a thing before. He watched the other children for a while, then chose a bottle of bright blue. He painted a blue sky without any clouds, then a white house, a yellow sun, and mimosa trees. Outside the house, he made stick figures, himself, his father, his mother, holding a bundle that was his baby sister, his grandparents, his uncle, his two cousins. There were 9 people outside the house, who all lived inside it. Then Hassan took more paint and put in the animals, a flock of white sheep, some brown goats, and a small sandy creature that was supposed to be his cat. What a lovely picture, Hassan, said Miss Kelly. What beautiful bright colors. But Hassan hadn't finished. Now, he chose red and orange and painted big flames on the roof of the house. The blue sky changed to a murky purple. He drew another stick figure with a gun with black bullets coming out of it. He took the red paint again and splattered it on the white walls of the house. He smudged his uncle out of the picture. Oh, Hassan, said Miss Kelly. It's all spoiled. What a shame. Hassan didn't know what her words meant, but he heard the sadness in her voice and knew that he understood his picture. What did you do at school today? Asked his mother, and she and his little sister Naima picked him up. Painting, said Hassan. Can I see? She said. All around them, other children were showing their pictures to their parents. No, said Hassan. The paint is still wet. He didn't want his mother to be sad. You can see it tomorrow. The next day, Hassan wanted to tell Miss Kelly he must make a new picture. But she had someone with her, a Somali lady wearing a black ayah like his mother's, only she also wore blue jeans and a black leather jacket, like a Western woman. Hello, Hassan, said the woman. Then she began to speak to him in Somali. I'm Fella. I've come to translate for you and help with your English. Miss Kelly thought you might want to tell us about your picture. So another teacher taught the rest of the class math, while Hassan sat in the reading corner with Fella and Miss Kelly and his picture. That's my house in Somalia, he said. Looking at Fella, he put his words into English. That's my family. And he named them all, right down to the baby. And that's my cat Musa, who we had to leave behind. And who is this? Asked Miss Kelly, pointing to the smudge near the red splashes. That's my Uncle Ahmed, said Hassan. And then he told them the whole story about the noise, the flames, the bullets, and the awful smell of burning and blood. When the soldiers came, I hid in my cousin's room. He said, I didn't find out what happened to my uncle until later. My father came and got me out from under the bed and said we were leaving. We all left right away, except my uncle. We had no luggage, only my father's prayer mat and Quran, hidden in Naima's bag of diapers. I wanted to take Musa, my cat, but my mother said, we must save ourselves and not the animals. I cried then, not for my uncle, but for Musa. We went on a big ship from Mogadishu to Mombasa. Then, we lived in a camp for a long time. Naima learned to walk there. It was cold at night, and my mother had to wait in line for all our food. People stole things, and all my mother's gold jewelry disappeared. But I think that was because we bought tickets to America. My cousins and grandparents stayed behind. I was frightened when I saw the plane we were going to fly in, because I thought it might have bombs in it. The journey was so long, but I wasn't happy when it was over. Our new country seemed all cold and gray, and the apartment we live in is gray too, with brown furniture. We seem to have left all the colors behind in Somalia. Hassan talked for an hour, and then he ran out of words, even in Somali. When he finished, Miss Kelly had tears in her eyes. Tell her I want to make another picture, Hassan said to Fala, for my mother. Then, he played soccer with a friendly boy who pointed to himself and said, Hi, I'm Jake. That afternoon, Hassan painted a new picture. It had blue sky, the white house, and the yellow sun. But this time, there were no people, just sheep and goats and Musa, the cat, with his long, spindly legs. There were no flames nor bullets. By the end of the school day, the picture was dry. "It's beautiful," said Hassan's mother. "It's our home in Somalia," said Hassan. "I know," said his mother. "You'll put it on the wall of our home here in America." "Let me push Naima," said Hassan. And then he walked home, pushing his little sister in her stroller. At home, they showed the picture to his father, who stuck it on the wall. The blue, yellow, and white looked bright against the gray paint. Next to it hung the maroon prayer mat that had come with them on their travels. And as Hassan looked around the room, he saw other colors, things his mother had made: a green cushion, an orange tablecloth, and a pink dress she was sewing for Naima. Just then, the sun came out, and there was blue sky outside their windows. Hassan looked at his family and said, "Daddy, can we have a new cat?" And he said cat in English. It was one of the new words he had learned today. Tomorrow, he would ask Miss Kelly to tell him the word for home. And that's the end of our story of the day. Hope you enjoyed and you have learned something, my dear students. For more content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, this is Teacher Maddie. Thank you, everyone.